President. The Kimberley in Western Australia's north is, by every definition, grand. It's grand in its size and its scope, it's grand in its perspective and natural beauty, and it's grand in its possibility. Larger than 75% of the world's countries, the Kimberley is a wild land hemmed in by impenetrable coastline and unforgiving deserts, a severe climate, sparse population and minimal infrastructure. This is why life in the Kimberley is not for the faint-hearted, but for those who choose to call it home. There is no greater place to live, work or raise a family. And there are no greater guardians in the Kimberley than the people who call it their home. Tonight I would like to pay tribute to one of those great guardians, a woman whose influence, ebullience and big heart has held the people of the Kimberley in good stead for almost 3 decades. Elsia Archer has served in local government for nearly 30 years and became an outstanding champion in Western Australia's northwest. As President of the Shire of Derby West Kimberley, Elsia presided over almost 20 years of ups and downs in the region and has always been a steady and passionate voice. She campaigned to improve health and youth services in the West Kimberley, long before such issues became prominent in our national agenda and certainly before they entered the national conversation. She fought to have a culturally appropriate prison built in Derby so Aboriginal people in custody were able to remain on their land rather than be transferred to a prison south of the state. She was instrumental in securing funding for the refurbishment of Derby Airport, which, at a time of economic and social decline in the West Kimberley, is paramount to reinstating Perth to Derby flight services. She's been a leading voice in supporting local artists. The Shire's Kimberley Creative Visual Arts Month is a standout event for Western Australia every year, with artists converging on the Kimberley to showcase their work and attracting people from the Australian arts industry. Of the event's Kimberley Art Prize, Elsia said, "The Kimberley Art Prize showcases some fantastic works each year and the quality of entries just gets better and better. A standard set because of Elsia's nurturing of existing and emerging artists across the Kimberley region." Time spent in regional WA is always a meaningful and joyful experience. I've paid countless visits to WA's far north, and they were always made more special whenever I was able to spend time with Elsia and hear about her various causes. Whether we were visiting Indigenous communities or shooting in the breeze beside a livestock pen, I saw firsthand the determination and generosity for which she is known. You can always recognise authenticity in a person, and Elsia is as straight a shooter as they come in the West, with a genuine love of the Kimberley. The community spirit she forged over decades, underpinned by inclusiveness, diversity and celebration of residents from all walks of life, as well as the promotion of cultural events, will remain forever unparalleled. Of everything she has achieved, Elsia said the most significant was moving the West Kimberley Regional Prison to Derby. She reflected on this achievement, saying, "It was a real high for the community. It brought families into town, children into school and created more jobs for locals. Few truly understand the adage that all politics is local better than Elsia does." Her focus was always to be the best voice she could be for the Kimberley and its broad community. For her exceptional contribution, the West Australian Local Government Association recognised Elsia as an honorary life member. Late last year, Elsia stepped down as President of the Shire of Derby West Kimberley. I would like to not only acknowledge Elsia's faithful service to the people of WA's northwest, but to celebrate her tireless effort, resounding energy and positive impact on the community. I'm truly grateful for Elsia's professionalism throughout her career and the strong personal friendship she has shown to me over many years. You meet a lot of people in politics, and it must be said, Elsia is most definitely one of a kind. Elsia, your community honours you, your state thanks you, and your country salutes you.
Thank you, Senator.